Hi folks, welcome back. This is Arlene once again from the Carver's Wood Shop. What I did was I pre-drilled a hole to fit the dowel size to our project to make a bottle stopper, a pumpkin bottle stopper, just like you see here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to glue this thing together. What I did was what you first do is drill the hole as deep as you can go on your piece. Now this is in there about, just about that far. I didn't want to go further. I didn't want to get too close to the top or where this portion starts digging in at the top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of glue on here. And the first thing you do is you measure this portion first, okay? So we're going to just stick that in there. Should do it as straight as possible. I didn't get it quite as straight as I wanted. I wasn't thinking. I was in a hurry to do this. So, you want to put that in there. And then what you want to do is you want to take your cork and you want to measure that and cut it off ahead of time. So measure your cork and then you put a little line and then you cut it. I used the hacksaw. It was much easier and much straighter than with a coping saw. For me. So I used what I showed you in the first video. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. This is non-toxic school glue. I'm going to just explain something about the glues in a second here. Okay, and I'm going to put some up on the actual piece. I'm just going to kind of smear that around a little bit. You don't really need a lot. It's a nice snug fit in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit on the onset here. We'll clean off whatever's at the end there. Okay? Alright. So we're gonna, now I'll show you what this is. Just push this up. We just want to push it all the way flush with the top there. Now let me get a napkin here or something to wipe it off with, which I have right here. And any excess you just take right off. Okay? And there's our pumpkin bottle stopper. Alright. The most important thing with putting this together is to make sure that you have a nice flush. See how that looks? Doesn't that look nice? That's a pumpkin bottle stopper. So that's pretty neat, folks. And that's all that's to it. Now you would really want to wait till this thing is dry. See how it's pulling out? What we're going to do is we're going to take it out. We're going to push it together real tight. And we're just going to let it sit overnight, okay? And that's our pumpkin bottle stopper. See how flush? It's not all the way to the end. You can put it through and then cut it, but I'm afraid you're going to cut some of the cork out. So it's very simple to make. I use a non-toxic glue. The other thing with this one here, with the John Deere Farmer, what I did was, see how tight that is? I just used regular a glue stick and rubbed it up against the stick and then stuck the piece in. Now of course this isn't long enough because I didn't measure it before, but it works fine. There's nothing wrong with how it works. Okay, see, it goes in there really nice and tight, and I can take it out too very nicely. See, and this will do the same thing once it's set and it's done. It's a nice little bottle stopper for sure. So they would be really neat Christmas gifts for you folks, and they look really nice on top of there, I would think. Now I'm not going to push it in too far, but isn't that nice? That looks nice. It's easy to take on and off. It's a nice little piece for someone to have for their wine bottles or for the holidays. The other glue that you can also use is Crazy Glue. Now if I were to use this, I would not use it on the bottom portion. I would just use it on the top. But I don't want anything that might be toxic, so I rather go just with the regular School Elmer's glue that's safe and non-toxic, or the stick glue, which worked fine with this, And if it happens to get loose, then you can put the other glue on. So I hope this helps. I hope you enjoy this little project. I've got a few of these to make now, so I better get going on these. We're going to start another project, and I think we're going to stick with the bottle stoppers for a little while. And I have a couple ideas for that, for the holidays and also just in general. So folks, thanks for joining me again here on the Carver's Wood Shop. Hope you enjoy this little project. This is just basically the mechanics of how to make the bottom and how to join it all together. Okay? Thanks a lot, folks. Bye-bye.